Hello everyone, my name is Erika, and in this video I'll show you my trip to Vienna, always in Lolita. This time I traveled with my lovely partner, and we first left our baggage at the hotel to then have a walk around while we were waiting for our Austrian friends to join us. We briefly strolled around the Rosengarten, which was so delightful, then back to eat a sandwich in great company. We went to visit Haus der Meer, which is an aquarium but also a zoo on multiple floors. At the very entrance there were these petable fishes and a very immersive tunnel with stingrays and sharks. Climbing the other floors there were jellyfishes, reptiles, birds and free-roaming monkeys. Here you can see how close they could get to us and how chill they were petting each other. They were so cute. Then we continued our climb of the various floors. And look at all of the animals. Special mention this fish that looked like it had been stomped on the head, leaving a shoe mark. This is actually a remora, or suckerfish. Then, after seeing some very interesting animals, we reached the very top and got a nice view of the Vienna cityscape. After wearing a petticoat all day, I decided to wear a very old and comfortable milk piece. We found a restaurant close by and Davide got Wiener Schnitzel and Wurst. The next day, I put on Angelica OP to go have breakfast, since we saw the day before that the offer looked quite promising, and we had a very abundant breakfast with several rounds, trying different Austrian specialties too. Then, since the tea party was in the afternoon, we went to the Museum of Illusions to have a little fun. This is the only time you'll see me bigger than Davide, and I wanted to show him to you the first time like this. Also, I changed dress, since I didn't need huge pockets anymore, into the Bibliothèque by Juliette and Justine, because I wanted to get some cute pictures in it. The museum was quite fun. On the way back, I got pics in the park, then quickly changed into the Teaparty outfit. Another Mary Magdalene, like in the morning, called Alexia Fleur, and accessorized more. Eleonora and me took an Uber to the Teaparty location, and were already mesmerized by the other elements of the building and the various details. We arrived a bit early, so only VIP tickets holders were allowed in, but we already started mingling in the queue. Look at these incredible chords! The theme of the event was Royal Symphony of Roses, so many people incorporated musical elements or roses into their chords, sometimes both. Everyone received a goodie bag at the entrance. There were several vendors inside, including Rin Rin Doll and Henley and Iris Garden, who were the event's special guests. The other vendors had lots of cute things as well. Here you can see some of them. I love these cross-stitch cameos. And I also was obsessed with these strawberries crocheted for twinning at this event. Even the Kumias had them, and they put them on their OTKs as well. More of the vendors. Then I reached the end of the event hall, where a table full of pretty packages was set. I gave them the number attached to my goodie bag and received this raffle prize. We started taking our seats, and it was the perfect moment to document some more of the amazing details of the chords around me. Then the event officially started, and the organizers made a speech.
Sehr international unterwegs heute. Das heißt, wir haben Gäste aus Spanien, aus Schweden, aus der Schweiz, aus Tschechien, aus Italien. Ist es für alle, Deutschland auch natürlich, aber Moment, ich wollte auf was anderes raus. Die Deutschen verstehen Deutsch, aber verstehen die Deutschen auch Englisch? Ist es für jeden okay, wenn wir jetzt Englisch miteinander reden? The announcements, is this okay? Perfect, okay. So I haven't translated everything I will tell you. Okay, so welcome also on the English speaking stuff, and welcome from the bottom of our heart to our event. Please give a big applause to my team.
Please check your goodie bags. Inside you will find some coupons where you get with a number on it, and collect your prize back there. So back in the end of the room, you find your prizes and everyone will get something. There's a photo booth, so please take your chance and take a nice picture in the venue. Of course, you can also take pictures outside. You can come in and back as you want. After the fashion show will be the food, so we can stay seated because you're probably all hungry already by now.
Hello everyone! Hi! I'm so excited to see you guys today. You guys are so cute! I can't! Oh my gosh! Yeah, thank you guys so much for inviting me. This is my first time here in Vienna, and so I'm very excited to see everyone today and hang out with you guys. We do have a table over there, so if you want to come by and say hello, we can take pictures together and do all the stuff. So yeah, can't wait to see you guys today, one-on-one, and yeah, let's have fun today. Also, we have Nunu and Iris. Come say hi. Work so hard. I love you. Actually, we just got engaged.
Yeah. Hello, I am Nunu from Hennerly, and I am so glad to come back to Austria, Vienna again. You guys have so good schnitzel, so. And I'm so honored to be here again. Let me introduce Iris, Garden Iris.
Hi!
Working with me.
Yeah, hi, I'm Iris. Thank you for inviting us here, and we are so happy to be here. It's my first time in Europe, general. So yeah, oh my God, look at this! It's so beautiful. Yeah. Really like overwhelming, so pretty and beautiful, and I'm so glad to meet you, everybody here. Yeah, and yeah, hey, let's have a good time. Yeah.
We resumed chatting and appreciating details. And some people also used the photo booth. This was the event menu, and I'm glad I have the kindest, most amazing people sitting at our table translating for us, because I didn't quite know all of the culinary terms. Although I studied German in high school, some of us started inspecting the contents of their goodie bags and raffle prizes. And this was our Italian representation team at the event. Then it was time for the fashion show by Hanley and Iris Garden. Rin also modeled for the fashion show, and all I could think of was that my friend Marianna would be completely head over heels for this Knight Lita look incorporating sword and armor. The designers also walked with Rin, followed by all of the models. Then they all took a commemorative picture together. Then the food started to arrive.
Is it shrimp?
It looks like shrimp.
It's a shrimp! It's the shrimpness again!
Everything was delicious. We also got to enjoy the special guests being
What's
interviewed.
your favorite Austrian food? I mean, Herbert Schnitzel again?
Schnitzel, yeah. It's become my favorite food, yeah.
Same. I do like every pastas.
Woo!
What are your favorite Lolita brands? Top 3.
So number 1 is always Angelic Pretty.
I don't know.
It's kind of hard to say. Not really.
Henry? I love my brand definitely because I cook my all souls, and I do love Angelic Pretty and Mary Magdalene.
Yeah, me too, yeah, I love Canadian. I especially love the American beauty brands, the black people.
Something which is in your mind when you think of abroad that you want to share with us.
Is me the teacup series, and I broke one, and one of the fans brought in the Vienna with the Disney Kettle series, so I was so touched, and I still remember that, and it's in my cabin, and I remember it so much. So
I've been doing this for a very long time now. I think my first overseas convention or like tea party was maybe around 2011, 2012. So I remember every time I go somewhere, like everyone was sharing their stories and saying how much that Lolita fashion changed their lives and allowed people to feel kawaii. Like it's okay to feel kawaii, which is a different concept outside of Japan, which is what I came to know. Especially coming from the US, I know like it's not very a good thing to want to be cute when you're growing older. So because Lolita fashion is geared towards like grown-ups, so that gave everyone the power and feeling that it's okay to be yourself and okay to feel cute and okay to express yourself in this way. So going to all these places from way back when, every time I go somewhere and I hear everyone's story, I start crying. Like, I always cry, and I realized, like, after a while, I think about a couple years later on, I stopped crying, and I was patting myself on the back, so that I want to, like, I feel like I've grown myself as well, but hearing everyone's story, too, is just, I feel energized, and I feel like it's something that keeps me going, and wanting to meet more people. So every time I go somewhere, there's like a heartwarming story. Yeah. Yeah, it's very gentle.
The last event, there was a 70-year-old grandma? 70-year-old grandma from Japan, and yeah, she's wearing Lolita, and every time, like, every 30, 40 years old Lolita, oh, I'm too old for Lolita, and she keeps saying, you are 30 years old to say that.
Dessert got served, and I got distracted by the amazingly delicious sweets.
La densità della stella
I was surprised that the Lolita fashion has spread so far from Japan. And what do you think about the popularity in other countries? Did it change over the last years? Do you see any things changing?
Dietary restrictions were also taken into account.
So, for example, you want to think about the shape of your dress. If you're doing like really old school style Lolita modeling, you would want to think about where everything is supposed to be going. So making sure everything is, neat. If your collar is like twisted, bring it back. My necklace, bring it back to the center. So make sure everything is correct. A lot of things that are hard that I am also kind of guilty of right now is making sure my straps are the same direction, my socks are the same height. Everything needs to be perfect. And then you start thinking about where you want to put your hands and where, if you have any props. So for your hands, You want to keep it 45 degrees out away from your body at all times so that you're not crushing anything around your waist. So, and then your dress, making sure that it keeps its shape. So you don't pull like this, although recently a lot of people do pull, but if you're keeping just your dress here, you would just pinch it, right? So pinching it. Applause. So anything 45 degrees is pretty much okay. Pointing to your face, holding it a little bit, and then your legs, trying to keep your knees together, and then this again, all 45 degrees angles as well. Crossing is fine, and yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, now we're experts. Thank you.
Heidi gifted me an adorable drawing of one of my chords, and her kumya was dressed. This was her chord. You could also get pictures with Ring Ring and Polaroids as well. She was so nice and cute. Then it was time for the group picture. You can see all of us taking place. Once that was done, it was time to say goodbye, but we still got to chat a little bit. I was obsessed with this handmade cord and all of its details. And Sats Hotel here won Best Dressed, which of course happened the only time I left, when I had to go brush my teeth. I also loved this intricate hairstyle. Then we took some group pictures and finally said goodbye. I went back to the hotel and changed out of a petticoat and back in the comfort milk dress and had the most delicious tomato soup. This place also had table games. The next day, me and Davide spent the morning with our Austrian friends and visited a huge Luna Park, which was very horror. And all the more because it wasn't opened yet. Still, it was super interesting to look at. It was immense. We walked so much. I can only imagine how it must look when crowded and glowing. After this, we went to the Bring and Buy event at the Blauer Salon. Always for the Royal Symphony of Roses event. You could bring 2 items for free, then pay for every extra items. Leave the items there, then come back at the end to collect the money from selling them or the items back. There were also Henley, Iris Garden and Rin Rin doll. I brought no items, but I definitely bought many things. And this place got crowded quickly. We took a break to eat. Then I wanted to go back to check if there was any new stuff. And there was! But we also chatted and had some fun. Then I left with Davide to meet with our friends at the Schmetterlings house, the house of the butterflies, which, as you can easily guess from the name, is a greenhouse full of butterflies. I was so excited to be there. It was also so hot. Oh, by the way, I was wearing one of my most favorite dresses, Innocent World's Strawberry Fields, and it was so hot in there. But I really appreciated the opportunity to see such butterflies for the first time with my own eyes. They were so beautiful. I loved the blue ones. And this one taking a bath. Then I tried one of the new skirts I got and so did Davide. We had a small dinner, then went back to the hotel, where I got to try all of the things I snatched at the Bring and Buy, which, by the way, I also used a lot through these months at home. I was really lucky. Here's also a better look at the contents of the goodie bag I received. There were so many things! And the raffle prize. The bag also folded like this, super useful. On the last day we only had time to visit one thing before our flight, so we went for Schönbrunn. We started with Apfelstrudel for breakfast, and I also got apple juice to go with it. Then we headed to visit the interiors of Schönbrunn. Wherever I was turning, there was something that would be a perfect Lolita print, or at least reliable. Then I saw this blue room where I could totally blend in. What do you think? I wanted to wear the walls, the decor. It was all so beautiful, and it seemed to never end. Look at the ceilings here! Oh, the bill to maintain this must have been royal. Another of my favorite rooms was this blue one. Again, I tried to match with the decor. The royal family actually painted several of the watercolors in the rooms, as they were encouraged to each learn a craft. Overall, I was really impressed and would recommend to visit Schönbrunn. Even the gift shop at the end had several reliable items, like the bags and these clocks. Then, since it kept raining and we had walked so much, we wanted to see the gardens, but decided to do so sitting on this little yellow train. What can I say? Choo-choo! It even had a recorded guide in Italian. It made the experience enjoyable despite the bad weather, and us being tired, so it was great. At this point, we were tired and hungry, and Eleonora and Fabrizio had researched where to eat some good food, and I absolutely wanted to have some at this place. I had a vegan version after the pirate-themed place behind it basically refused me service. I was still wearing the same dress as in Schönbrunn, so it must have been a sight. At last, we went to the airport. Our flight was supposed to depart at 7:35, but got delayed. We got offered drinks, which meant we had €5 of credit to spend at one of the local shops, so I got a grand total of 1 apple juice bottle, and Davide got a drink too. The sun set, and we were still waiting. Our flight ended up being 3 hours late, but we finally got home. Still, it was a nice trip. Thank you for watching till the end.